Welcome back to my office. Today we're going to talk about a VA interest rate reduction loan, also known as a Streamline, also known as an IRRRL. Stay tuned to the end because as always, I'm going to give you all of the scoop. If you want to know how to get the best rate at the lowest cost, hang in there till the end of the video. What we're going to talk about today is what is the IRRRL or what is the Streamline? How does it compare to the Cash-Out? What might the benefits be? What did the cost look like? We're also going to talk about and cover some of the common myths that I see. What is the Streamline or what is the IRRRL? It's an interest rate reduction loan. First benefit, you don't even need an appraisal. How cool is that? That saves probably $500 already. There are a lot of safety nets for you as the veteran to make sure that we as lenders aren't refinancing you on a Streamline without enough benefit to you. So there's extra steps and checklists that we have to follow to make sure that you're protected. So that is another super great benefit. Again, what is it? It's basically to lower your interest rate, possibly shorten your term as long as your payment doesn't increase outside of certain tolerances that they set, but basically saving you money long-term and saving you money short-term by lowering your interest rate to the current rates that are lower than where your current loan is. It's kind of a mouthful, huh? But hopefully it totally made sense. If you are enjoying the scoop, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. What are your options with the Streamline or with the IRRRL? One option that you don't have is that you're not going to get cash back. That is not an allowable feature for the interest rate reduction. Remember, you want to lower your interest rate, lower your payment, save money long-term and save money short-term. It's not about getting cash back at closing. It's not about consolidating debt. How is it different from a cash-out refinance? Well, cash-out is when you're paying off maybe one mortgage, maybe two mortgages, and maybe also other debt, or maybe you're getting cash back at closing. A cash-out refinance is usually where you're getting several $1,000s in your pocket or through debt reduction of other debt besides your mortgage throughout that transaction as a cash out, right? So this being just a Streamline, which is why they are giving you extra benefits, such as not having you pay for an appraisal. There's not much risk to them. If you are paying your mortgage beautifully at a 3% interest rate, and now you can get a 2.25% interest rate, they're going to streamline that process for you to help you reduce that interest rate. That's a huge benefit. In addition to no appraisal, isn't it awesome that you don't have to do check stubs and W-2s, probably don't even have to do bank statements? Such a pain in the butt to do all those things. I mean, gathering the papers, leading to questions. So the fact that you're paying less cost, streamlining the process, getting a better interest rate, not having to re-qualify with your income and your debt to income, not having to give W-2s, not having to give paycheck stubs. I don't know about you, but I sure think that's a benefit. As promised, I do want to cover some of the most common myths that I see when it comes to VA loans. I don't want you all to have misconceptions or misunderstandings. Number one, you can have more than one VA loan at a time. It all depends on your eligibility. That's probably a big shocker to most of you. Most veterans think that you can't have more than one loan at a time, and some veterans even think that you can only use your VA benefit once, and that's another myth. That is not true. There's no limit to how many times you can use your VA benefits. In addition to that, another huge myth is that on a purchase, now I know we're talking refi here, but on a purchase, that the VA will cover and finance your closing and prepaids, and they will not do that. You've got to pay that at closing or negotiate the seller to pay it for you. They want to finance you for your mortgage. Now, when it comes to the refinance, whether it be cash out or Streamline, which is the one we're talking about today, they will allow you to roll in most of the closing costs and the prepaid items. That's different from if it's a purchase. So I find that to be a common myth or misconception as well. How do you save money? How do you avoid losing money? Interest rates are always changing, sometimes several times a day. Until you lock in your rate, it can always change. And until you have an application and a credit pull, you can't even really lock in the rate anyway. What you want to do to make sure that you don't lose any money is you want to reach out to your lender or a lender that you trust and find out what a rate quote on a VA Streamline or Cash Out looks like for you today. You then want to take into comparison, what is that rate in comparison to your current rate? You want to ask the lender to please give you a quote on the new principal and interest portion of your payment so that you can compare that to the current principal and interest portion of your payment. You then also want to ask for the estimate of cost and estimate of the new loan amount. Remember, your financing cost, that cost needs to be taken into consideration. I don't care if you're at a 5% interest rate and the new interest rate is 2%. You have to look at these numbers and analyze your cost versus your break even to make sure it's right for you specifically. Here is an example. Working with a veteran this week, and as beautiful as it sounded that he was going to save $256 a month on his mortgage, that's a lot of money, right? But in conversations and me educating him on how to figure out his cost versus break even, instead of just signing quick papers and making a quick buck, we determined that he's probably going to sell the house in 12 months. If he refinanced and we did not talk about that cost versus break even, or him as a consumer didn't know to check that on his own if he wasn't talking to me, he would have actually lost thousands of dollars. That would suck. Don't let that be you. If you're enjoying the video, make sure to leave me a comment below. How about you comment in all caps, "I got this." If you've got it and you now have more knowledge to apply to make sure that you're not losing money, but even more than that, maybe you could even be saving some money. Today's free download is going to be a cheat sheet that I've come up with that basically helps you to calculate your cost versus break even to see if a refinance is good for you. And if you want more information on the cash out version of the VA loan instead of the interest rate reduction, I've got a video for you. So check that out. I will drop a link in the section below. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, why not? Go ahead and do it. What's it going to hurt? Seriously though, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified. Please do share these videos and the channel with your friends and family to help me spread my mission of mortgage peace. And since you're here with me today and you're visiting anyway, stay a little longer. Check out some of these other videos. I'll drop some links up here.